Hey guys, I'm back with the Economic Ninja, and we were just talking. We have the best conversations off camera, and we were talking about the bird flu and how we were covering it way before it got here, and now they're saying it's getting worse. NPR's coming out, and what are they saying, Ninja?
You're giving up all my story right here. All right, here we go. All right, so we've been covering the bird flu, and actually, it was Chris that turned me on to this first when it came out of Asia and moved into Israel, and they started buying up 1 million eggs. They knew that the bird flu, the virus that actually is transmittable to humans, right? The same one from 2003 was going into Africa and Europe. And I started covering this, and people were really on it. And it's made it obviously to ducks. They tested here in America. Then it made its way into poultry, and now it's into Long Island and other states, right? But I was telling Chris, I go, look, NPR, like the big news outlets, right? Whatever you think about NPR, they come out 5 hours ago, their first story, and they go, bird flu cases have been detected in the US. I'm like, well, no crap. Like you're 8 weeks too late. And that's what blows me away, Chris. It's like too little too late.
But they are getting worse. Just seeing here that's in New York, Kentucky, Virginia, and Florida. Poultry farmers in New York are asked by the State Department of Agriculture to increase biosecurity. Now, I'm not really, I don't know how you would do that. It comes from, I mean, it's nice to say those kind of things, but I'm not sure how realistic that is.
Well, the truth is that Tyson came out and said 250,000 of our chickens were affected, but that was like a week and a half ago. So I did a video on it, and some people, very few people commented things like, yeah, well, that's not that many birds. I'm like, well, calm down there, big guy, because it's only starting. And the truth is some people go, oh, you're trying to spread fear. And I go, if you're afraid of facts, I've got a safe space in the corner that you can sit down and play some Nintendo, because the truth is, this is coming and it's hitting our country. And in a time where not only we have a supply chain crisis, but rapidly inflating food costs, the last thing we need is not only our poultry divisions to be destroyed, but eggs in processed foods. Think about that. If we lose chickens, we lose eggs. If eggs get more expensive, what happens to processed foods?
Yes, straight up. Everything. I get that kind of stuff when I do fertilizer videos about how we've got this crazy fertilizer shortage, or I do some type of video that people, well, you don't need to be using chemical fertilizer anyway. Or, you don't need to be eating, I did a video saying they're planting soy instead of corn because it takes less fertilizer to grow soy. Well, you don't need to be eating soy anyway. I understand that, but you can't take away others' food because they're going to be eating your food.
Very well said. When you live a certain lifestyle, but what you don't realize is the reason why you live your lifestyle is because it costs X amount. You would not live that lifestyle if it costs X times 2 because you only make X minus Y. If you guys understand, I was really bad at math though, but you get the point. My point being is that Chris is right. If people start to eat your food, all of a sudden your food gets more expensive. So, hey, to all the mac and cheese lovers, guess what's in the mac and cheese? Eggs. It's crazy.
It is crazy. That's all I really wanted to talk about on the bird flu, unless you know something else. I didn't know it was starting to get worse and worse, and I know we were covering it before. I guess I need to jump back on that bandwagon.
Yeah, like I'm looking right now, just a Google search hitting bird flu and hit news. And I'm looking 1 week, or let's say 1 day ago, deadly bird flu confirmed at 3 Du Bois County farms. 2 days ago, avian flu outbreak in the U.S. What to know right now? And right now, what's happening is you're seeing these individual counties and states reporting these bird flu cases. What's happening is it's going to end up making it to the West Coast. I don't mean to be a doomer gloomer. I just live in reality, and this is going to affect our food supply. Okay, so what are some things we could do? Because we like to give options. First off, if you have chickens, protect them from other birds coming in and having contact with them. I honestly don't know how to do that. I don't know if you got to cover the cage or just have them completely
feed them inside. You need to feed them. I feed my chickens inside. When you feed them outside, the birds come down and they eat the food. But if they're
Perfect.
inside the coop, sometimes the chickens like to get out when you let them free range, and they like to eat the bird food, and it kind of, I don't know if it travels through songbirds. I know that it started in like pelicans and over in Israel. I know that's kind of, I'm not real sure, but I know it's extremely contagious, with birds.
Well, and that's a great point, Chris. And another thing too is, let's say the people that don't have chickens that could right now, maybe this is the time to make your own chicken coop, regardless if the bird flu does anything or not. Right? The facts are inflation is about to explode, and we're going to see some real fireworks. So why not have some chickens?
Yeah, well, eggs are going to be really expensive in the Thunderdome.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have a really sweet car though in the Thunderdome. Just seeing.
That's
Already,
okay. Mad
already
Max
planned that.
did too. Mad
Yeah.
Max had an awesome car.
Uh, the Ninja is going to have the coolest car in the world. It's going to have a big old bro hawk. It's going to be waving in the wind. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people are like, I can't believe Ninja, you could just like joke around about this. And I go, well, when you've been warning people for this long and you see it happening, after a while, it's like, all right, trust me, I've had my fair share of eyes rolled or, laughs. As a matter of fact, Chris, I think you've seen some people laugh at me in the past. Maybe you haven't.
Absolutely. They laughed at me. I told them about the coronavirus, and they said, "Oh, we'll worry about that when it gets to North Louisiana." Bitcoin, that you can't. That's nothing. You don't own it. Gold and silver. You told me that a year ago. Why are you
I
telling
own
me
that
about that?
Lambo I just bought with it though.
Yeah, it's
All right,
okay. Being a contrarian is hard.
yeah, it really, yeah, it's hard for the outside though, not for the contrarian.
Sure,
Yeah.
man. Good to see you, brother. Have an awesome evening, and thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Later, brother.
Bye, buddy.